Conditions for this Old Trafford match on the first morning, just a little bit unusual. A few drops of rain around and then the sun was breaking through. When the two captains went out to toss, they exchanged these teams. First of all, the England side, as expected. Neil Williams, 12th man, he took the place of Philip de Freitas in the squad. And the Indian side, Kumble comes in, he's another leg spinner to go with Hirvani. So there are three spinners in the Indian team, and Kumble takes the place of Sharma, the medium pacer. Now, the toss was made by Gooch and Mohammad Azharuddin. England won it. They decided to bat, no problems there for Mohammad Azharuddin winning it and putting England in this time. The umpires, John Hampshire and John Holder. Well, Gooch and Atherton were the England openers, and we join play now in the second over. Prabhakar is the bowler. There are 4 runs on the board, and he's coming in to bowl to Atherton. Is really quick, and it had a bit of a setback halfway out to the boundary as well because it hit the artificial pitch and took a leap up in the air. That's a beautiful square drive. So 2 good shots in this over from Michael Atherton. Significantly, the ball hasn't moved away from the bat in the air so far. There's no third man, and that is 4. Well, the pace that goes to the boundary will be an indication of how fast the outfield is. It has fairly raced away. Oh, good shot for 4. That's a super shot from Atherton. Goodness me. That's the shot of a man not only in form, but who actually knows he's in form. It was difficult to know if that's the shot of the morning. There have been so many good ones played so far. And that, in the most emphatic style possible, is the 50 for England. It's been a morning of brilliant stroke play. I can't remember one bad shot being played in those first 50 runs, which have come up in 46 balls and 30 minutes.
That's 4 more. 10th 4 of the innings. 6th for Atherton. Flick off the hips. Won't be 4 this time. That's fine running by Graham Gooch. Many times in his career when people have thought perhaps he didn't pick up as many 1s and 2s as he might have done, but he made that into a 3 by some very positive running. A little bit of breeze is behind Capel. Not very much, and conditions quite warm and humid. Terrific shot. Waited for that ball.
It's that sort of pitch, they're in that sort of form.
That's a very good half-century. Michael Atherton on his home ground has played some delightful strokes this morning. .80 balls and 96 balls.
Yes, only one Lancastrian made a Test match 100 on this ground. That's Jeff Puller, who we've had with us in the box a few minutes since. But Atherton on his way there now.
But he hasn't timed that, but he's still going to get 4 for it. It came off very slowly. That's going to have to wait and wait and wait. Congratulations from the skipper there. And up comes the 100 for England. .50 for Gooch. 57 for Atherton. 109 for no wicket.
And Gooch in a very, very good run at the moment. He looks in absolutely super form.
Well, went for the sweep. Not sure which stump he took that off, but his timing was immaculate. Gooch's 8th 4. And another one. Much straighter bat. What confidence the man's got to try that in the first few minutes after lunch. Well, deceived himself there and has given a second run away. Occasionally you can be a little off target with a throw-in, but rarely 180 degrees. And, well, there the ball was, and suddenly it wasn't. I think that would defeat the entries in many a spot the ball competition. He waited for that one. Very nice cut indeed. Sidhu will get it, and it'll just be 2. Gooch, again, splendid running from Gooch. Makes a 3rd out of nowhere. Hawani now to Gooch.
Very short. It was a bit of a false shot, I think, by Graham Gooch, but it hit an ocean of space. Last 4 by Gooch brought up the 150 for England. Manoj Prabhakar taken off after 4 overs with the new ball, so time for him to make amends. That's a cracking shot. And really, if you're 20 yards away at third man, and where you think the point of contact will be with the advertising board, there's no point in running.
Well, I said before, this is Atherton's strength off the back foot, and it's width again. Look, that's halfway between the return crease and the wickets, and Atherton very quick to get on the back foot and smash that away.
But it's a short one. You really can't bowl like that, not only in a test match, but to a good club player.
And Mike Atherton's a little bit better than a good club player. He hasn't missed hardly any of those short of length. And again, you see the width. Gives them so much room to play the ball. On a slow pitch, you've got to bowl very straight. Anything wide, and it seems so slow in coming off, you've all the time in the world.
That beats the fielder at 4. He didn't get it off the middle of the bat, but he placed it so well that it didn't really matter. Lovely, delicate stroke. Once again, good running. The running between the wickets has been excellent today from this pair. They need to run for that. And that's the 100 for Graham Gooch. Another splendid innings for him. Followed his triple 100 and his single 100 with another 100 here at Old Trafford. What a marvellous summer. 101 from 144 balls, 198 minutes, and he struck 15 fours in that innings.
Well, again, he's picked that one out with unerring accuracy. Mike Atherton will want to join Gooch in 3 figures before his cuppa. Goes for the pull. Probably only one. Misfield, and he's going back for it. That gets in there. 12th innings for England, second 100. .210 deliveries, 9 fours. The big applause, players' balcony. Acknowledgement to Atherton all the way around his home crowd. There's the members' pavilion there. Standing reception for him, and well deserved.
And shoulder. And John Holder has given Gooch out. First bit of ill luck that's come his way. Barker has struck. First wicket down. Graham Gooch caught Moray bowled Prabhakar 116. 163 balls, 237 minutes and 16 fours.
Did look as if there was a deflection. Moray must be thankful that he's got this one.
225 for 1. Gooch 116. So that's triple 100, another 100 and another 100. I reckon he's picked that up from, it just looked to me, outside off stump.
Yes, it is a ball outside the off stump, and Atherton has lofted it over mid-wicket.
Nice way to start.
It was right in the slot for the famous cover drive, and he was on to it. It's 4 runs.
Beautiful straight from Gow.
You can't bowl short and give the batsman width on this sort of a wicket, because if you do so, you're going to pay the penalty. And that's what Manoj Prabhakar has done. He's given away a boundary and a lot more confidence to David Gower.
Well, there's 4 more runs to David Gower. We're on an angle here, but I just had the impression that he might have exposed his leg stump there in getting across so far. Well, beautiful stroke again. Every time there's anything, well, I won't say anything loose comes along, that wasn't a loose delivery. Might just have been a couple of inches shorter than he really wanted it. It's 258 for 1, 26 to Gower, 107 to Atherton, who takes strike now to Kapil Dev.
That's a great shot. Again, reflective of the pace of the pitch.
Well, a good shot by Atherton. It was short, halfway down the pitch, just helped on its way to square leg. Disappointing bowling by your main strike bowler. Put extra pressure on the captain, Nasruddin, when your main strike bowler is reduced to deliveries like that.
Well, you don't bowl those to Gower. Well, you do, and that's the result.
Yes, that was up there for a long, long time. High full toss. Gower really waiting for that, then just placing it through that gap at mid-wicket.
It's caught him, and Gower goes. It's a bit of a loose shot. Really trying to get a little bit too much purchase on that by opening the face, slicing it away, backward of square on the offside, straight into the hands of backward point. So that will be disappointing for David Gower.
The second time that he's missed out, he missed out at Lord's. And here again, when he was looking good, he's got himself out.
It's a good catch because Old Trafford's known as a very difficult seeing ground. The ball somehow at that eye level mixes very easily with the crowd behind, but Tendulkar plucked it out of mid-air, no problems at all. This is Alan Lamb, the new batsman. Oh, he dropped him. And would it have gone to slip? Would it have carried to slip?
Kiran More is really having a rough time here. There's the edge straight to More. I don't think it would have carried to first slip because there's not much bounce in this wicket. And it was a catch More should have taken.
And the half volley, and he recognises. The feet start to go and the back starts to swing. That could signal the end of the hesitancy we've seen from Lamb in these first couple of deliveries. Let's pick the length up. Wasn't all that short. He steered it on the 300 number.
It wasn't a bad ball, neither was the earlier one.
That's a fine stop. Sanjay Manjrekar at mid-wicket. A really fine stop. That was typical of the strokes earlier in the day, which you just push and suddenly find they're in a gap and away for 4.
Something he wouldn't do on the Maidans of Bombay. Sanjay Manjrekar.
It is important to score runs quickly because there could be interference with weather before the 5 days is over. It's a good pitch, and to bowl India out twice, you do need time.
This is Kumble.
Well, that's a fine shot by Lam. Leaving a bit of air and really cracking the way through extra cover. Quite wide, and Lam flat batting it a little bit there. All the power comes from that right hand. Well, that's the first one that Campbell has really made turn, and this was a good delivery. Pitching roundabout off stump, and as I say, bowling down breeze, that's just going through that little bit quicker. Well, Warney's certainly getting a lot more spin than he did early in the day. That ball now turning quite an amount, and this is what I felt he should be doing earlier in the day. But he was overspinning the ball, but now he's certainly turning it. And that's certainly bringing doubts into the batsman's mind, particularly Hamlin Lam here. He's having a bit of a struggle against Awani. I'm not sure he reads him. He doesn't look like it. And with the ball turning so much, it just show it up more.
So Irwani it is then to Atherton.
And he has wicket. Atherton goes for 131. And that is a very well-earned wicket for a young leg spin bowler. He's only been around a short time, but shows a great deal of promise.
This is well bowled again. It's right up there, dipping in the breeze, trying to drive, and a lot of turn again there. And a good catch there. The keeper keeping down, which is important for a keeper on this pitch where the ball might keep a bit low. You see the ball there only shin high to the keeper, so it really is vital that it keeps down.
The night watchman has come in, left-hander Jack Russell. He needs to survive around 16 minutes. Left kick low. It looked for an instant as though it was going to beat Jack Russell. Now all it's done is beat the man into the boundary.
It looked like it was just going to sneak under the bat, and he just really came down on it. Oops, and there away it goes, and it goes for 4 runs. It shows a tremendous pace of the outfield.
That's very well bowled.
Yes, and Alan Lam having a bit of a torrid time at the moment against Sawani.
And it wasn't the only time during the day that the leg spinner went past the outside edge of the bat. A single added to take the score up at the close of play to 322 for 3, 116 for Gooch, 38 for Gower, and the unbeaten batsman Lamb on 20 and Russell 7. And the other score on that batting card was Michael Atherton, 131. I thought it was quite a delightful innings.